What do you think about the anti-FAP movement?
Anti-fat movement?
FAP, F-A-P.
Oh, no jerking off?
Yeah. NoFap, not anti-FAP. Anti-FAP's a different movement.
Well, there's good and bad. The good thing is sex will be way more pleasurable. The bad is it'll be way more desirable. So, like, to mitigate your sexual urges, so you don't do stupid things and hang out with stupid people and have sex with people you don't really like but you think are hot because you're horny.
Yeah.
And they're willing, which is a lot of people. They get roped up in these relationships with these guys and gals that they're not really in love with, but they like to fuck.
Right.
You know? You know, it's like, what do you think about it?
Well, like, I think that you know what something I always think back on is when you were sponsored by Fleshlight. Mm-hmm. And this is when we were doing the podcast from your house, and you'd come to do your podcast and you'd walk away with a fleshlight. So I ended up with, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 fleshlights. And, like, at first I just wanted, like, you had different types. And at first I just went for, like, oh, the one that looks like a pussy. Right? But then, like, you know, it's like, oh, I got that one. But then you had, like, one that was, like, I don't know, man, like some kind of, like, gargoyle alien thing. It was really
blue or something.
It was really fucking weird, man. But anyway, you know, I fucked those things. And when I think back to it, it's like the first time I did it, it tricked my brain.
Yeah.
The second time or the third time I did it, it wasn't getting the same effect. Whereas when I have sex with a human, it's a completely different, it feels like it's a completely different series of chemicals that must be being released in my mind.
Yeah, you're uniting with someone. You're bonding with someone. You certainly get that oxytocin from orgasming together.
Yeah.
That bonds people.
So I've always thought, generally, like, if I'm in a period in my life where I'm jerking off a lot, it's like usually like there's something imbalanced in there. Like, I don't mean to apply like a sin to it at all. I'm just saying, like, personally, it feels a little dissipative when you're doing it a lot. I don't know.
No, I completely agree. But that's the balance. But the balance is also, like, you don't want to just be horny all the time.
No.
Because when you're horny, you make shitty decisions. So you, like, you'll date someone just for sex.
Yeah, well, you need to, like, I mean, I think that there is something to be said for figuring out how to deal with, like, that kind of energy. Like, that's an energetic state. Like, if suddenly you get, being horny is an energetic state.
Yeah.
It's energy. Like, if you're really horny and you sit and, like, watch the feeling itself, it's electrical. Like, you can feel it moving around in your body. It can almost make you twitchy a little bit. Like, it's like a very potent, energetic state. So theoretically, instead of trying to the question would be rather, is there a way to release that energy that isn't through the tip of my dick in the form of DNA? Is there a way for me to release that energy in other ways, or is the only way, the only valve on that to come? That's a question.